There is someone watching this right now, and deep inside you already know this message is for you, because you've been holding on to someone that God has quietly been asking you to release. And I know it's not easy. I know it doesn't feel simple, because when you've invested your heart, your time, your emotions, and your memories into someone, letting go doesn't feel like obedience. It feels like losing a part of yourself. It feels like betrayal. But here is the truth you've been avoiding. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay forever. Some people were only meant to be a season, a lesson, a chapter, not your entire story. And if you keep going back and reliving that same chapter again and again, you will never step into the new story that God is trying to write for your life. And sometimes following God means walking away from what feels familiar, even when it hurts, even when it doesn't make sense, because you've noticed something. Every time you tried to grow, every time you tried to become better, something about that relationship kept pulling you back. But you stayed, because you believed in them, because you saw their potential, because you thought if you loved them enough, things would change. But God never asked you to fix people. He asked you to follow Him, and that means choosing your peace over your attachment, choosing your growth over your comfort. Let me ask you something honestly. How long are you going to shrink yourself just to keep someone else comfortable? How long are you going to ignore the lack of peace in your heart just to avoid confrontation? How long are you going to delay your healing because you're afraid of being alone? Because sometimes the hardest part isn't losing them, it's facing yourself without them. And there is a truth we often ignore. You cannot walk in purpose with people who are walking in a completely different direction. No matter how much you pray, no matter how much you hope, alignment matters. And if they've already chosen a path that leads away from growth, from respect, from peace, you cannot drag them into a future they don't want. Even Jesus, full of love, did not chase people who chose to walk away. He loved them, He served them, and then He let them go. And that is the balance you need to understand. Letting go does not mean hate. It does not mean bitterness. It means release. It means letting go of the need to be understood, letting go of the version of them you created in your mind, letting go of the what-ifs and the maybe one day. Because what God has for you on the other side of obedience is far greater than anything you are holding on to out of comfort. I know they mattered to you. Maybe they were your best friend, maybe someone you imagined a future with, maybe even someone you thought would always be there. But not everyone deserves access to every part of your life. Even Jesus had boundaries. He loved everyone, but not everyone had the same level of closeness. Because access is earned, not assumed. And if someone constantly drains your energy, if you feel like you have to prove your worth just to be valued, that is not love, that is survival. And God did not create you just to survive. He created you to live in peace, to grow, to be surrounded by people who uplift you, not people who keep you stuck in cycles you've already prayed to escape from. And the reason it's so hard to let go is because we confuse history with destiny. We think just because someone was part of our past, they automatically belong in our future. But that's not how growth works. Sometimes God asks you to leave what is familiar so He can lead you into something greater, and if you hold on to what He already closed, you will delay what He is trying to open. Sometimes God feels silent not because He isn't speaking, but because you haven't obeyed what He already told you. And here is a truth that can change everything. Letting go doesn't mean you are cold or heartless. It means you are finally strong enough to stop holding on to something that is hurting you. It means you trust God's direction more than your emotional attachment. And yes, maybe they will change one day. Maybe they won't. But your life cannot stay paused. waiting for someone else to become who they are not ready to be. Your healing matters too. Your peace matters too. Your future matters too. So move forward, grow, trust God with their journey while you protect your own heart, because God is doing something new in your life. But you will not see it if you are still stuck holding on to what He already asked you to release. So today, be brave enough to let go. Be strong enough to walk away from what no longer brings peace to your soul, and be faithful enough to trust that what is coming is better than what you are leaving behind. Because your future is too important, your purpose is too big, and your calling is too great to carry people who only fit in a version of your life that no longer exists. This is not bitterness. This is not pride. This is obedience, and obedience always leads to something greater. So take a deep breath, trust God, and let go. It's time.